career and business. The last one, career and business. So is your business fulfilling its mission? If you are a business owner, if you are an employer, the question to ask yourself is, looking back over 2019, are you fulfilling your business's mission? Are your customers and stakeholders being served well? Are you growing as a business? How is your bottom line? And so these are questions you need to, and then grade yourself. And then following from the grading, what then must you do in 2020?
Wow.
Then if you are an employee, are you excited at the thought of going to work? This is always my measure. Anytime I have quit a job, that's my indicator.
Am I excited about going to work?
If I reach a stage where going to work becomes like extracting a tooth, then I know it is a sign that I must get out. Are you happy, fulfilled in your job? Are you making meaningful contributions to your organization? Are you growing in your role? So this is how you assess your career. Okay. And I know we are going to talk about that in, I think, next week or so. So we'll leave that. But that's how you assess your career and business. So when you do all of this, you are going to see your life's wheel staring at you. Great. And then you will be able to know the way, if this was a car and this was the tire under the car.
My car is not moving.
How would that move?
Charlie, if I show you my car, my car type, Charlie.
Exactly. So then you need to now use that as a stepping stone for setting your 2020 goals.
Oh, nice. So then you have 10 areas.
Exactly. Okay. So then what are you going to do in the areas that you didn't do well? Otherwise, you are not going to have a fulfilling and happy 2020. That is what this assessment does for us. So don't just get up and make resolutions and try to, no, do it based on an assessment. So you know exactly what you must focus on in the areas of your life.
Wow.
And then finally is the third aspect of our review is problems. Now, if you could put one problem behind you once and for all, what would it be?
So you prioritize your problem, the most important.
That's right. Because you see, your problems, I think I've said this before, your problems serve as a chain. And they can only allow you as far as the length of the chain permits you to. And so you sit back and say, as a person, there's something that I need to deal with. And you haven't dealt with it for the last 6 years. And every year they keep rearing their ugly heads in your ear. And you know, sometimes it allows you to go around April, then it comes and then it jonkolizes you. It throws you off balance. So this year, take a decisive step. And in the first month, deal with that problem. And then you would have a more enjoyable 2020. So, for instance, you are an employee, you are in a firm. Everybody talks about your attitude. Everybody says you are lazy, and you are not doing anything about it. You are going to have the same. Yes, you are going to have the same 2020 as you had in 2019.
Everybody hates me. Nobody likes me.
But
every day you are fighting with people.
Exactly. But what have you done? There's a problem. There's something that everybody keeps giving you that feedback. And when they give you the feedback, instead of changing, they move jobs. Only to start getting the same feedback from your new job. So this year, sit down and work on yourself.
Amazing.
Yes. Sometimes the problems are external. So deal with the external problem. It may be coming from your siblings. It may be coming from family. It may be coming from an ex. You haven't closed that chapter well. So every time it keeps coming back. Anytime you are making a move and then that person comes and then it disturbs you for over 6 weeks. This year, deal with it. Decisively. It could also be an attitude. What is it? You know, that you have been carrying is like a burden. You have not taken it off. And it keeps running. Sometimes it can be even the way you yourself see yourself, self-esteem. You know, and everybody says, look, you are good. You are very dependable. You are competent. And yet your own self-esteem maybe happened when you were a child. And it keeps coming back. It is not allowing you to have an enjoyable and fulfilling year. So sit down, work on this one problem, and take steps to check it. Otherwise, it's going to follow you into 2020. And one way, I'm not promoting, but one way to do this is to set formal goals, which we will do at the end of the Effective Living series with our goal setting masterclass. But that is to help people to now sit down and have a template where they are going to analyze some of these things so that they can have a more enjoyable and effective 2020. Now, I say this, that just a week or so ago, we all wore white and went to various crossovers and watchovers and crawlovers and walkovers. Just a week ago. And that was after 12 months. Now, come 31st night this year, we are going to do the same thing. My challenge to you is, Come 31st night this year, as you are wearing white for another crossover, how will 2020 look like for you? And if you don't want to go into it with all the problems, then it is time to sit back and have a conversation with yourself. You see, we hardly do this. We are always front facing. Our job, our children, our spouses, our siblings, our parents, our friends, our this, and we are always busy with everything else but ourselves. And I'm challenging you, if you are hearing me, take a small notepad, take a pen this evening. Don't leave it. This evening, have an appointment with yourself and reflect, look back and say, where am I? And what changes must I do so that I can have a happier, more successful, and a more fulfilling 2020?
Effective living series. We're starting off with goal setting, but we're essentially saying reviewing your year to set off properly matters. Now, let's get some of your questions. So here are your questions. The WhatsApp number for this show is 0549986996. Bernard, please ask your guest to explain winning and losing. Hey, Christiana Meko from Tema. Makadeji from Teshi just is thanking you for your good work. Bernard, what do you guys mean by habit, attitude, behavior, character? Please, you must do justice to this. These are very long questions which require a whole presentation. Okay, let me go to a specific question. Bernard, please ask Michael if he stopped hiding a half pair of his friend's shoes. Ransford from City of Galilee. What does that mean? Do you remember?
No, he's my classmate from Laboni.
Oh, you used to hide people.
Yeah, Ransford. Yeah, it's called Policeman Devil.
I see. So let's go back to some of the questions I read. So somebody's asking to explain winning and losing. I don't know what he means by why.
Not the WLF framework. Okay. We said that winning is all that you achieved in 2020. What you won, what you achieved, what you did well. That's winning. And then losing is what you did not achieve, what you did not win, and some of the losses, like things that happen to you that you don't like. And so we're asking you to categorize that, write them down, and then find out why these things happen so that you can build upon it in 2020.
All right, then the other question was differentiate between habit, attitude, behavior, character.
Yeah, habit is what you do every day.
Okay.
Aristotle said we are what we do every day. So habit is what you do every day.
What you do every
day. That's habit. Okay. You don't think about it. It's become automatic. You just do it without thinking. That's habit. Now, attitude is basically the spectacles through which you look at life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's attitude. So whether you see, very, very, very famously, the glass as half empty or half full. That's your spectacle. That's how you see the world. And that's your attitude. Behavior is really what you do, is your actions, what you do. And then we said that character is who you are when nobody is watching. In your bedroom, what you do, the things you do is who you are. That's your character, not the public one, the poster that you put out for everybody to see. That's personality. But character is who you are when nobody is watching. That is you. That is your character. That's the real you.
I see.
Yeah. So I frame it as your profile picture and then the real you.
I see. Now, the wheel of life, is it possible? You can't get everything correct, can you? I mean, so the wheel is circular. So essentially, you're saying that to have a smooth ride, everything must be at the same level, or at least at the highest level.
That's right. But not at the highest level. The essence of the wheel of life is for you to have a rounded wheel, not necessarily a big wheel.
So balance.
Yeah, balance.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, some of the things you are going to achieve in career or business may cost you emotionally, it may cost you spiritually, it may cost you relationship-wise.
If you work with a coach or a professional, there's a way to win in all these aspects of your life. For instance, like you're saying, it's difficult to get, say, all sevens or all eight, but you can get 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, so that your life is not too off from each other. Now, many years ago, I was at a seminar where Professor Day talked about the successful failure syndrome.
Okay.
That is what this wheel is allowing us to do. The successful failure syndrome is when you are publicly successful, but privately you are a failure. So, for instance, you can be a very good doctor. Everybody knows in the hospital that you are the best when it comes to this aspect of your life. But you are a horrible husband. You are actually an abusive husband at home. You are a successful failure.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it means you have to place weight on some of the things as
That's
well.
right.
Now, so I'm trying to show to the people watching on Facebook my wheel. It's a rough thing I try to do. But
That's right.
if you go online, you can download the Wheel of Life, and then you feel it. The other question I have about the Wheel of Life is, wouldn't some of this be more sensible done with a partner? So, for example, I could be doing well intellectually and then emotionally and character-wise, but relationship, you probably need to ask my wife, and then parents, you need to ask my kids.
No, not that. But you see, the first is how you yourself see it, and then if you think that if you do this genuinely and from an objective standpoint, you will be able to know that yes, I think I have a great relationship, but I know that I need to maybe improve communication. For instance, as a husband, one of the things that I'm not doing well, because I train and travel a lot, I hardly have dates with Letitia. And so one of the things we did when we did our life review just a week ago is to have a set time for individual dates. Okay. And we went out to sit somewhere quietly, and she says, I love this, let's do more.
So this was based on your self-assessment. It wasn't she who told you that
no,
you are not dating me.
No.
You every day, you are going to work, you are going
to you are doing this.
You recognize that yourself after you did this.
Yes. So it is one of the things that you do, and then that becomes the basis for conversation.
But Michael,
and for
it
action.
means you need to be very objective as a person.
Yeah.
Because you can say you are doing well.
Yeah.
And think you are doing well, maybe you are not. Or you can also be hard on yourself, maybe you are doing well. So
no, you see, you can say you are doing well, but your emotional health will expose you.
Okay.
Because even though you say you are doing well, when you sit by, you are not happy. For instance,
so the test of this is fulfillment.
It's fulfillment. That's what the wheel is supposed to allow you to do. So yes, you can say you are a good husband, but when you reach home, you know the first thing is a fight. And then you spend 3 hours not sleeping, and yet you wake up and say you are a good husband. No, you are not. So there's something that you need to work on, and that starts from being very objective.
Interesting.
Yeah. And if you sit back and work with your various stakeholders, and that's why we are saying that don't rush into 2020 without doing this assessment. When you do it, you'll be able to, for instance, if you think your siblings are the one that are causing you major issues, sit with them, have a meeting. Yes, and say, guys, look, we can't continue the way we've been doing. How do we support each other? You are not doing this. You should do this. You need to improve on it, and then work with those stakeholders so that you can improve your 2020.